Hello guys, it's Mr. Creative here, and today we're going to be talking about my homemade survival kit. So, let's get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing, which is going to be really hard to show on a table or something, that this survival kit is packed around the outside with a whole bunch of paracord to keep it closed and to have a nice amount of paracord. Okay, we have a pretty good amount of paracord here, which we can use for making a tent or making anything really. This would really help out in a survival situation. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice here is that there is 2 pieces of duct tape here, which can be used, and we also have the latch right here to open up the case. So to open up the case, we'll just slide the latch here and we can open up the box. Okay, and now we'll start getting into the items that are in the kit. So the first thing you'll notice is we have a whistle. The whistle is good to be used for finding help because your voice does not actually carry that far, so you will be able to use this to find help. The second thing here is a bit of paper towel that also has a clip around it that can be bent to use in many different cases. It's really just a hair clip. This can be really good for starting fires and many different things that we will get onto later on. Okay, the third thing we have is this fire starter right here. This has pretty much a hacksaw blade on it with this kind of bead connecting ring thing, and it has a magnesium block on it and the flint and steel striker, which I'll show you now. You can see that. And yeah, so this is very helpful for starting a fire, and you can scrape off the magnesium and use it to start up with the paper towel. This isn't really for the kit, this is just to keep the kit dry. It's a silica gel packet and it absorbs moisture. Next, we're going to get into the fishing stuff, which I have some fishing line here. This is a pretty good amount. This will allow you to fish in a river pretty well. Could also be used for stitching up and first aid and all that stuff. Along with that, in this block right here, we have many hooks. We have 3 different barbed hooks, and we have a grappling hook with a reflector. We also have this little fake rubber worm here, which we can use for bait if we cannot find worms. Down where I live, you can pretty much find worms in moist forests, under rocks, and all that in a survival situation. We also have 2 lead weights and a spinner here. Also here we have a keyring, which can be used to hold many different items in this kit all together, so you do not lose them. Also, along with fire starting, you have a box of matches, which I have dipped some of the tips in wax, and also this popsicle stick here is used so you can shave off little shavings to start it along with the magnesium. Speaking of shaving off little shavings from the popsicle stick, we have a regular Swiss Army knife. This is the best survival knife really for this kind of situation where I'm at. We also have some wire here, which can be used for creating stuff for fishing and also creating snares for traps. I've never tried doing that, but I imagine you could. Also, back to fishing, I forgot about this. This is what you would call a stringer, and it goes through the gill of the fish and out through its mouth, and then you'll tie it through this loop so you can keep your fish fresh. Many people would say this would be unnecessary, but I find it to be necessary because if you are going to catch multiple amounts of fish, you can put them all on one stringer and you will have fresh fish for many days. Keeps them away from the flies and keeps them in the water alive so you have fresh fish. Along with that, you have many zip ties, which can help you for many different situations, for getting things put together in your kit or fixing certain things and applications. Here you also have a oil-filled compass, which is pretty good actually. Does take a little bit of movement to actually get it to point towards north, but I find it to be pretty accurate. Right here you have a laser pointer flashlight combo thing. This can be good for finding help or looking around in the dark. You have a Q-tip here, which can be used for flushing out a wound with water in first aid. You have a plastic bag to keep things dry that might be in this kit, or other things like your cell phone for instance. And you have 4 band-aids. And that right there is pretty much everything in the kit, which should be pretty good to get by. Some other things I would recommend that you would have would be a handheld ham radio. some type of thermo, poncho, blanket, or sleeping bag combo. And also, if you can, be able to haul it around, a small hatchet and shovel combo. This is just a simple survival kit that should be able to get you by in the case of an emergency while you are out backpacking in the woods, and I suspect that if you are backpacking out in the woods that you would have other things like that axe and shovel combo and all that stuff should be in your backpack if you are backpacking. But yeah, I hope this gives you a good idea of what is in a homemade survival kit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to leave a comment below. I reply to every single one of the comments within 24 hours. If you want to see more survival kit, backpacking type videos, camping and all that stuff, then be sure to leave a like or a comment on this video saying so. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to stay creative.